real quick, I want to show you guys the importance and how to trade like the banks, right? Um, this right here, I was trading SPY calls and SPY puts, right? This is so beautiful because this is literally a live trade right now. I'm in a live trade, right? It's so beautiful because once you understand how the banks are trading, you can literally catch these plays and you have certain confirmation that you have along with your MAs and breaking support and resistance and critical levels, right? What do I mean by that? You see, today I understood that the banks love this area right here at the open. And I literally called calls. I told my teammates, hey, listen, guys, you can take some calls here right after I hold this 394.12. And that's exactly what we did, right? Once we saw that, we wrote up SPY. We wrote up SPY all the way to our supply zone, right? Why? How did I get that supply zone? Because last time when SPY was in this level, it literally sold off. I want you guys to look for powerful V shape like this. Let me take out my MAs real quick. I'll bring him right back. This is very, very important. When you see shapes like this critical V shape, I want you guys to know that retail traders cannot, I repeat, retail traders cannot move the market like this. When you see huge V shape like this, right? The market cannot, the retail traders cannot, right? Only banks, individuals with so much capital can move the market like this. So what I did was when I see that the previous day, I literally created a demand zone. I was like, listen, you cannot move, retail traders cannot move the market like this. These are banks. Only banks can do this, right? So what I saw that is that, listen, I'm gonna put a demand zone here. I know it has to come back and retest this demand zone. So that's exactly what we did during pre-market. It fell down. And I know everyone got faked out because this was a neckline right here. This was a neckline, right? It went down, absolutely. So individuals are thinking like, yo, this is puts, 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 puts. But once you realize that this level right here, from this level to all the way down here, was a buy zone. As you can see from the previous day, banks love this level right here, right? So I told my teammates, hey, guys, we're riding this all the way back up, and we're taking all the way to the 400. And I had a friend. She was like, hey, listen, when should I take SPY puts? I see SPY tanking, and I think she was asking me about this candle because I was minding my own business. So she was asking me, hey, I see SPY coming down here with this parabolic red candle. I'm like, hey, listen, we have to come back and retest this 400. And literally, I told her, like, I literally told her, I'm like, wait for SPY to go to that 400 zone. If it's not going to my 400 zone, I am not taking any puts whatsoever. I don't care if it goes down. My rules is that I'm taking trades when it's either my demand zone or supply zone. So that's exactly what happened. SPY was in my supply zone, right? Once we put the MAs here, we put the MAs. I was getting a MA. I was getting the MA. I was getting a death cross. Hang on, it's loading.
1 hour later.
Right? But you have to understand these levels. You have to find these zones where the banks are constantly pumping and dumping the market. Right? Two things can only happen. It's either you trade with the bank or the bank takes your money. Right? So I've seen a death cross happening here. I've seen a death cross, right? I've seen my MAs crossing. Right here. There it is. It was in the 1 minute. I seen a death cross happening here. I have a head and shoulder happening here. I have a oversold on my RSI. It was oversold right here, right? And I said, listen, there's no other way but to go down. And last time it hit this this zone, the banks literally dumped the entire market, right? Right here. Perfect example right here, right? Find these levels. I found this zone literally when I was at the 5 minute. I was charting it out. And I was like, hey, listen, these levels right here, right? And then I played it a quick scalp in the 5 minute. But as you can see right here, regardless what level it is, what zone it is, you can see that the banks are trading in these zones, right? Look at that. Previous day, the bank shot up, lady went all the way here. But so if you kept these levels of these zones right here, you know that the play was going to be from this zone to this zone, from this zone to this zone. It's a different story if it broke out, right? You would put your stop loss right above those zones. So if you're in puts, you'll put the stop zones, the stop loss right above these zones. If you're in calls, you'll put the stop loss right below the zones, right? And then if those stop loss get triggered, you call it a day. But overall, I want you guys to understand that retail traders cannot move the bank like this. Look for a V shape, look for this V shape, and see where the banks tremendously reversed and moved that market, right? They're waiting for individuals to get trapped around these levels right here, these zones right here, right? There's being sell orders being happening right here around this area. So when there's a lot of sell orders happening, there's a lot of buy orders looking to get filled, right? So look what happened here. Market literally just pumped. This is how you trade with the banks, right? Understand where your zones are. Use your confirmations, your death cross, right? Breaking critical support and resistance. I have the RSI. You don't have to do any of these fancy things, but just knowing where your zones and your levels are, where the stocks are bouncing, those are literally all you need. These extra stuff right here that I'm doing, this is for me. I'm putting my own personality to my trades. Everyone trades different, right? Look at that, you guys. And one more thing. I was in the 1 minute, and when you see banks trying to create a big move like this, like banks are spreading their money, right? Look at that. They're spreading their money here around this area. And that means the more the banks spread their monies, they're looking to trap traders thinking that the market will be bullish and stuff like that. They're looking to trap them, right? So what they do is they move their money around. I want to make the line thinner so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Look at that, right? They're spreading their money around, you guys. That's exactly what they're doing. They're spreading their money here, around this area, right? Around here, right? They're spreading their money across. And when you see the market, when you see the bank spreading their money like that, big move literally happens. Look at that, right? This is literally live. Look, the market is moving. Compared to where you just see a sharp downfall, where's that at? Compared to just where you see a sharp downfall like this, right? When you see a lot of movement happening in these zones, right? That's when a big move literally happens, right? Look at the 1 minute. Look at that, right? A lot of consolidation. Banks are spreading their money. The more the banks spread their money, the more the big move happen compared to just where the market comes here and tremendously comes down, right? But I just wanted to share that with you guys. Like, this is literally live trading. Like, we took calls when the market ripped, and we knew exactly when the market would fall. And this is exactly what happened, right? We caught it from the top. Even though you took puts in this level, it didn't have to be specific. As long as you were inside these zones and you took puts, you had a very, very powerful confirmation that the market was falling down than to just where it was. You took it here because you seen that it was a candles over under candles, right? Here was better because you know it's in your zone. You know it's overbought, right? You had other indicators creating a death cross, right? Indicating that a super downtrend was happening, a head and shoulders happening, right? And regardless if you did take puts here and you had a stop loss up here, you would have been safe, right? You know that you would accept that you took a bad trade, that you did your best, but at the end of the day, you knew that you were taking a high probability setup. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Enjoy the day. I made another a video about the supply and demand zone, but this is the part 2 version. I just wanted to make sure that I dig into to the supply and demand zone, how important it is. I use this personally. Without these supply and demand zone, I am not the trader that I am today, right? All I've been doing is trading with these zones. Zones. Learn your zones, find your zones, practice. Kobe Bryant was making thousands and thousands of free throw. You have to do the same exact thing. right? Find your zones, create your zones, see where these reversals are happening, backtest every day. Most trades are won when the market is closed. So understand, right? Practice, practice, practice makes permanent. Enjoy your day, you guys. Trade safely. This is not financial advice. Do your own due diligence. See you later.